This is the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9.
On the campus of West Liberty University. And, of course, this is the coach, Tony Filberto, also the Hall of Famer here at West Liberty, and that is something that's absolutely outstanding, Coach. And we want to talk about this series that's going on between Steubenville Big Red and Linsly. It is turning into an outstanding series, a game that you circle on your calendar, because Linsly continues to build up their program, and then last year they broke through against Big Red with an exciting win.
Well, you know, like we said, Big Red is the measuring stick in the Ohio Valley. So if you're able to compete year in and year out, you're pretty good. Linsly has brought themselves to that level, along with very few others. So this makes it a special night of football.
Special night of football here at West Liberty, and it is a facility, Coach, that lends itself not only to great college football, but what an atmosphere, what a place. And from what you tell me, this was exactly where the field was. They just put the turf in over it, so nothing's changed.
Well, it looks a little different. It looks a little different. It's a few years ago. Same spot, same press box placement, beautiful campus. If you get a chance to ride around, see all the great things they've done here, this is a beautiful campus.
Now, Linsly will play here twice this year. How much of an advantage can that be? It may only be twice, but you're knowing you're going to a big-time facility and someone has to come and see you.
Well, you're getting a lot of exposure for yourself, for your kids. You know, you're here at the university. You'll have a lot of fans that come here just because it is at West Liberty. It'll give them a little advantage. It may disrupt some other teams coming to a college campus to play, so it may be an advantage to Linsly.
All right, well, right now we're going to take a look at the series over the years.
Linsly and Steubenville set to meet for a fifth time in the modern era, but first outside of Harding Stadium in Steubenville.
I think the big difference is just getting them out of Harding Stadium. You know, they have such loyal fan support in Steubenville. The community always shows up. My guess is they'll make the trip and support them at West Liberty, but just getting them out of their element where they're most comfortable is the biggest difference.
We've never played at West Liberty. I've never been to a game at West Liberty, but hopefully it's just, after we get warmed up, it's just another stadium, and hopefully, that's not one thing that's on our mind. Hopefully, we're just on our mind to play Linsly, to accept the challenge, and to go after the challenge.
In 2019, the first meeting between the two schools since the 1940s, Big Red scored on its first 5 possessions en route to a 34-0 lead. The Cadets got to within 2 touchdowns in the second half, but Big Red was able to close things out from there, posting a 48-28 victory. Tavion Crawford and Randy Mitchell accounted for all 7 Steubenville touchdowns. The 2020 matchup was homecoming for Big Red, who jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Nasari Jackson's one-handed interception set up Big Red's second touchdown of the opening half before Hunter Kelly and Luca DiLorenzo connected to bring the Cadets to within 14-7. But Big Red scored twice before the half, including one of 2 Cade Kernahan touchdown passes. Big Red led 28-7 at the half and won the game 35-17. The Cadets closed the Big Red margin of victory for a 3rd consecutive year in 2021. In fact, Linsly led 10-7 at the half on a Colin Paul to DiLorenzo's 70-yard touchdown. Big Red, however, took the lead for good on the opening drive of the 3rd. Peyton Hill found current Ohio State Buckeye Inky Jones for the go-ahead score, and they again scored on the next drive, and Big Red won the game 26-17. Last year's matchup went down to the final seconds. Peyton Hill found Gavin Bazika for a 27-21 Big Red lead in the 4th, but DiLorenzo blocked the extra point to keep it a 6-point game. Big Red then had the ball with about a minute and a half to go, but Jamie Riedel stripped the ball loose. The Cadets recovered deep in Big Red territory, and Atlee Cowan soon delivered a go-ahead touchdown pass with Santiago Graneros' extra point, giving Linsly a 28-27 lead. Big Red still had a shot with the ball, but Raymond Kowaleski's pick sealed the Cadets' first win against Big Red after 8 losses, 28-27, that final score.
I wouldn't say that we fell to them because that wouldn't give them enough credit. They won the game, and that's the end of the story. But hopefully we learn from it, and hopefully we learn from every win and every loss, and just look forward to the matchup this week.
I think there's more of a target on our back going into this one. So our guys have the confidence of what we've done in the past, but not discounting by any means the challenge that lies ahead of us. We still have that same, climb the mountain mentality.
Coach, it was a great game last year. We're expecting another fantastic game tonight here at West Liberty. Right now, we are going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the pregame show right after this. Welcome back to the campus of West Liberty University. I'm Bill Phillips along with Coach Tony Filberto. And Coach, we are getting within minutes of the kickoff on our Friday night rivals matchup between Steubenville Big Red and the Linsly Cadets. So, Coach, in the locker room right now, I would expect the two coaches are delivering their final messages. What would your message be to each team?
Well, I don't think you can lie to the kids. I think, if you're Big Red, you have to be honest. You have to say, hey, this team is capable. They proved it last year, so let's go out and play our game. Let's play the best we possibly can. If you're Coach Depew on the Linsly side, you remind your kids how big this game is and that you are capable, and let's go out and have a little bit of fun, see how it turns out.
Well, we caught up with the coaches this week. This is what they had to say.
I think this year Steubenville has some real home run hitters. They've got some explosive weapons, and they get the ball to all of them. You can't just stop the run. You have to honor the pass. Isaac Hill's a tremendous athlete. I think a lot of Xavier Falks. He's an explosive tailback. Their line is always great on both sides. They play great defense. So I think there's probably more weaponry to have to worry about this year from the defensive perspective, even more so than last year.
Well, defensively, 53 and 52 are good players, really good players, and their defense is sound. So to be really good players on a sound defense is a credit to your work ethic, and I feel that those two guys really stand out from a very good defense. And then offensively, they have a very good quarterback. They have two backs, the two linemen back from last year, plus Coach Depew's son is at center now. He does a very good job, and their receivers are good. So, I mean, they're a good, solid football team, well coached, and it's just going to have to bring the best out of us for us to be successful.
Their defensive line is outstanding. They play 3 downs up front. The nose guard is really tough, but all 3 of them are good. And then behind that is athletes. They run, they hit, they're physical, and they're well coached. So our first step will be trying to take care of that good defensive line.
The keys are the same every game. Just play as hard as you can for as long as you can, and all we're asking for is all you have. And our game plan is simple as far as that goes.
Preparation for Steubenville is always the same, and it's never easy. They give you tons of formations. They find more and more ways to overload you, run unbalanced, and keep you off balance. So it's a tough game to prepare for no matter what, because you absolutely cannot prepare for everything. And even if you could, they're going to show you something different.
Well, we have an outstanding matchup on the Friday night rivals, and here is a look at the games that are coming up. We have tonight's game with Steubenville and Linsly, Union Local and St. Clairsville at 7:30 live on Comet, October 6th. Brooke and John Marshall at 7 o'clock on Comet. That is October 13th. On October 20th, that's a flex scheduled game, so we'll be able to move a game in there of perhaps the top game of the week that week. Then October 27th, Brooke and Weir High at 7, a long-time rival game there, 7 o'clock on Comet. And then on November 3rd, Wheeling Park and John Marshall, another rivalry game, and that game is at 7 o'clock on Comet. I had to get my cheaters out, see if I could actually see that. Coach, final thoughts going into this one now as we're coming down to the final moments. 30 seconds.
Final thoughts. We should see a good football game. We'll see a big physical team from Linsly. We'll see the great run game from Wheeling Park, and I just think it'd be a great night for football.
It is the Friday night rival, Steubenville Big Red and Linsly, coming up on Fox 9. It's coming up. Don't go away.
This is the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to West Family Stadium on the campus of West Liberty University in West Liberty, West Virginia, where tonight the Cadets of Linsly, 3-1, will host the Steubenville Big Red 5-1 in the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup here on the campus of West Liberty. I'm Bill Phillips along with Coach Tony Filberto. And Coach, we had a great game last week. We're looking at the keys to the game for this week. Big Red continue to make first downs as they move the ball down the field. They did that last week against Wheeling Park. Ball security, always a big factor in a game. And last year, the game turned on that late in the game between Linsly and Big Red as Linsly came up with a win. And for Linsly, the Cadets, defense must limit the big plays. Offense must stay on schedule. Had an opportunity to talk to Coach Depew, and he said the defense, he's confident in the defense, he's confident in his offense. He said the only thing was, so far this year, when they have struggled in a ball game, it was the offense didn't stay, as he says, on schedule. So how do you make sure you do that?
Well, I can't answer that question, but you better make sure that you do, because if Big Red gets a football, they're usually productive and you don't get it back for a while. You know, they can big play you, but like Coach Saka says, you can't live with big plays only. You have to have that consistency and get that good, solid running game.
Taking a look at a couple of what head coach Reno Suckoch for Steubenville Big Red calls weapons. That is Cole Bowers, number 41. He does the place kicking, kickoffs, and extra points. And number 84, Hayden Hicks. He is the punter, and both are having outstanding seasons as we go down the field to take a look at the coin toss. Now, Coach, big game like this, you know your opponent real well. You going heads, you going tails, and are you taking the ball or are you deferring?
Well, tails never fails, and I always defer.
You always defer, okay. So Linsly, the Cadets win the toss. It looks like they are going to defer to the second half. So Big Red will receive the ball first. And we are going to take a timeout and come back with more right after this. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals matchup. There's a look at the Cadets of Linsly, the homestanding team here at West Liberty University. They'll play 2 games here, and they are ready to go the second time out here at West Liberty, and Big Red getting ready to return. As we showed you before we went to break, the Cadets won the toss, elected to defer, so they will be kicking off and doing the kicking for the Cadets of Linsly. It is Stanisi, check that. It's Malta File, number 5. He will do the kickoff. Stanisi is the punter. I looked at the wrong note, Coach. All right, a little bit of a fumble there early. That's okay. Malta File, the kickoff, wearing number 5, back deep. Saber and Felton, he stands at his 5-yard lines. Hopkins and Bryant flank him on the 10-yard line. End over end kick is going to come down to Felton. He takes it at the 5-yard line. Looks for some running room. Has some to the outside. He is out across the 30-yard line. Pushes his way ahead to about the 33, and that's where Big Red will take over 1st and 10 for their first possession of the game.
Field position, and you're getting the ball back 35-yard line, give you some operating room. Good for your offense.
It's a First Choice America first down at the 33-yard line of Big Red, so good field position for Big Red as they come out. I formation. Xavier Falks dots the I. Kylie Hopkins in the fullback position as Lee Anthony Sewell goes in motion. Play action fake. Manning looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Looks long. Looks for Isaac Hill, and it is incomplete. A little bit of contact downfield. No flag on the play. On the coverage, free safety, Nathan Smith, number 19.
2nd and 10.
We take a look at the Steubenville offense. Quarterback Aiden Manning, Falks, Hopkins, your running backs, Hill, Sewell, and Kernahan, your wide receivers and tight end. Hoffman, Berge, Lease, Harper, and Kelly up front doing the blocking. Manning gets pressure. He is knocked down on the play. Ball is incomplete. Intended receiver, Elijah Mullins, number 25. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Big Red offense. And on the play, Linsly gets that pressure, Coach. Third down now for Big Red, 3rd and 10. And that pass is complete to Lee Anthony Sewell, and he will have we have a flag on the play. Ball will be spotted at the 41.5-yard line, so that's short. But let's see what the flag is. Gearson, Malkey, Riedel, Taylor, Kowaleski, Weiner, Cottrell, Smith, Stanisi, John Paul Jones, and Fisher. Your defense for the Cadets of Linsly, and that is a Mindset to Wellness Spa located in Follinsby. I'll tell you what, Coach, I had an opportunity to tour Mindset to Wellness Spa. Oh, man, Beautiful. It is fantastic. If you have an opportunity, you want to go over and check that out.
I've been through it a couple of times. They offer a lot of different things, a lot of different services.
Worth your time to take a look. Right now, taking a look at a 3rd and long is the Big Red offense, as they will have 3rd and 15 after the penalty.
Coach Depew said, he thinks his defense can hang in here, and he's proven it to this point.
Hill and Suckoch split to the far side of the field. Suckoch will come in motion. Mullins and Falks in the backfield with Aiden Manning. Manning looking to throw, looks to the outside, looking for Hill, and it's overthrown, and he takes a bit of a shot on the far sideline. No flag on the play. On the coverage was number 7, Kevin Stanisi, and it is incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down, and here is Hayden Hicks, number 84. We mentioned him a little bit earlier, Coach, and his ability to be a weapon for the Big Red team as a punter to change field position, and he will stand at his own 14-yard line. High snap. Kick will come down at the 45, and it looks like he wants to take a Big Red roll, but it is down at the 44-yard line. So with 11:23 to go here in the first quarter, it's a First Choice America first down for the Cadets of Linsly. And they like to spread it out, Coach.
Oh, they do.
Atlee Cohen, the quarterback, he's got a big-time arm. And they have opportunities with 4 wide receivers spread all over the field. And Stanisi goes in motion and just drills the defensive end as Linsly runs it to the outside on the carry. Mikey Trulos.
You saw them?
Cowan, Trulos, running back and wide receiver. File, Murray, John Paul Jones, Selman, Turak, Chris, Palian, and Cutie up front doing the blocking. Quick look at your Mindset to Wellness starting offensive lineup for the Cadets of Linsly. And they are moving the ball quickly, getting up to the line quickly, and it'll bring up 3rd and short at the Big Red 48-yard line. And off up the middle, has enough for the first down.
You just got to move the sticks. That's been the idea with Coach Depew. Keep the football away from Big Red.
Weiner gets the first down, number 24, as we take a look at the Big Red defense. Mindset to Wellness defense, and that is Weiner, number 24. On the carry again for the Cadets of Linsly, and he picks up a short gain of about a yard. Here's the Big Red defense. Harper, Gorby, Brown, Hopkins, Simmons, Felton, Minifield, Lewis, Suckoch, and Falks. And that is your Mindset to Wellness Spa starting defensive lineup for Steubenville Big Red. And again, Coach, if you need to relax, if you need to feel better, head to Mindset to Wellness in Follinsby.
It's a great place. Personal trainers, anything you need there.
Cowan's going to keep not much. He is bottled up after maybe a gain of a yard. Hopkins coming off the bottom of the pile, number 10. Ohio Valley Honda replay here, Coach.
Direct snap right to the quarterback. You know, he's a big back also in this offense. Of course, that Big Red defense, he got a couple yards out of it.
Kevin Stanisi in the backfield with Count. Count's going to throw, looks to the outside, and it is incomplete. The intended receiver, Malta File, number 5, can't hang on to it. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 9 yards to go at the Big Red 43-yard line. And it looks like they're going to send on the punt unit. I'll tell you what, Coach, Stanisi, number 7, he's already shown that he's a physical player. If you're Big Red, I'm already thinking fakes and everything else.
No, he's a big, physical, good football player. You know, this punt situation here, you know, good high school punts about 35, 36 yards. That looks a little better than that.
Just gets into the end zone. Good punt, and it's going to be a touchback. So Big Red will take over after the touchback. So both teams come out. They get a little bit done, but not too much. And it remains 0-0 here in the first quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to Friday Night Rivals. It's the West Virginia University Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Right now in the first quarter, we are scoreless, 0-0. Steubenville Big Red and the Cadets of Linsly, as we take a look at some of the Big Red cheerleaders that have made their way to West Liberty University for tonight's matchup. Both bands are here, cheerleaders here, everybody's here, Coach. This is a place to be in the Ohio Valley tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful night for football.
First Choice America first down for Big Red at their own 20-yard line. Handoff to Hill as he comes in motion, a little jet sweep, and he's got some running room. The big man picking him up, putting him down. He's across the 50, stiff arm, and he's ridden out of bounds at about the 45-yard line of the Cadets.
You know, that shows you the timing of this Big Red team. It's hard to run that jet sweep that quickly. The timing was perfect. Got good blocks on the perimeter, and he showed what kind of athlete he was.
Isaac Hill, 6'3", 210-pound senior. And he has had, so far, an outstanding year, and it continues to roll along here at the beginning of tonight's game against the Cadets. Now Hopkins going the other way. He's got some running room, and he picks up a big chunk of yardage on 1st and 10.
And, you know, jet sweep from under center is a difficult thing to run, and they've run it both ways with 2 different people. You'll see it on the replay.
Ohio Valley replay, Ohio Valley Honda replay, and that is Raymond Kovaleski. Had the big interception last year that sealed the deal for the Cadets at Harding Stadium. Handoff here. Oh, we got a little trickeration. Felton looking to throw, gets pressured. He's going to dive ahead. Thought better of it as he got pressure. Stanisi was there, also there, number 24, Weiner, and they just shut it down.
You know, tried to run the stretch, was going to throw off of it. Looked like he was going to try to throw back to the quarterback, but Linsly played that good, solid defense. You see him looking back, and there's nobody to throw to.
Good coverage downfield on Isaac Hill. We have whistles down on the field. Wait and see what they say here.
I don't see any
flags. See a flag.
No.
I thought it might be a sideline warning. I don't know where I don't see a flag anywhere. But we shall see. Now we're going to have a conversation. Referee is going to come over and talk to head coach Reno Suckoch, try and answer his question. I would be surprised if it would be satisfactory.
It might be a sideline warning.
Yeah, I think it probably. It may be the chain gang. Maybe they didn't have enough room. There's not a ton of room over on the other side. All right.
Reset the clock.
We're not going to get an explanation. I think you're right, Coach. I think it's basically, you know, not even a sideline, or maybe just trying to make enough room for the chain gang.
Right.
All right. So 3rd and 5 from the 38. As Hill goes in motion, he'll set up, and now the offense for Big Red looks over to the sideline, get their final signals. And Manning's going to hand off to Xavier Falks. Looks like he slipped a little bit there. And he's going to be driven back as the Cadets get some good penetration along the offensive line. And they shut it down on 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Kevin Sinise, filled that. He's made offensive plays. He's made defensive plays. Pretty good football player. We'll see the replay here.
Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Inside.
He tries to make that cut, and the foot goes out from underneath him. As Manning here on 4th down rolls 4th and 5, and he's got Hill at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet. Spins down to about the 12-yard line. Big first down reception, and it takes Big Red into the red zone as Hill taps his helmet, says, I need a breather. But it'll be a first down.
I watch Aiden Manning. What a good quarterback. You see him come off that bootleg, gets those shoulders square, watch him before he throws, gets it upfield, got that arm strength.
And then you see Hill with the speed, the size, the strength, and then
strong.
finally taken down on the tackle. That was John Paul Jones, number 9. And now Big Red has moved into the Weirton Medical Center pink zone with 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. It looks like Big Red's going to call a timeout. Hey, coach, is that a flag over there on the field?
Well, they gave him a sideline warning that time.
Okay.
I saw the official giving him the arm thing. Get back. If they get back much farther,
Where's the get back?
They'll be in the woods.
We need a get back, coach.
You need a get back.
People are going, you really have one of those? They absolutely do. Yep.
I had the best. I had Gerard Spencer, man. He'd arrest you if you didn't get back.
1st and 10 for the 13. Falks on the handoff, steps through a tackle, down to the 5-yard line before he's spun down by John Paul Jones, and Nathan Smith coming up to help on the stop as Big Red pushes it down inside the 10-yard line. And now it'll be 1st and goal. Or no, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, and Falks runs much, much bigger than his size. Now you saw there, he breaks the tackle, then he has that great balance. Gained about 6 yards on 1st down.
Good look here from behind the running back, and now Falks has it. Looks to get to the corner, and he is just short of the goal line. Kovalevsky, 52, saves a touchdown as he comes through from his linebacking position and hangs on to Xavier Falks, but now Big Red will be 1st and goal from basically the 1.
Base power play that they run, power stretcher, pulling linemen, leading backs, Big Red play. Oh, they're going to be hard to stop there.
It's the push, and Aiden Manning goes in for the touchdown. What do they call it in the National Football League? A tush push? There you go. Discovery Jewelers touchdown for Steubenville Big Red, and Big Red's on the board here in the first quarter. I guess I gave the touchdown before the official did. It didn't look like there was much to talk about.
No, there wasn't. Pretty soon you have to take a look at that formation and that play, because it's almost impossible to stop. You go toe-to-toe, you bring all the backs, and just get behind the ball carrier.
Cole Bowers on to attempt the extra point. Brody Suckox will do the hold. Fabro to snap. Matthew Fabro.
Only a sophomore and a sophomore kicker.
Good snap. Kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. So Big Red gets the first Discovery Jewelers touchdown of the evening. 7-0 Big Red. The Cadets, they get another opportunity at the football right after this. It's a good one. Don't go away. And welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals matchup. It's the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals matchup, and it's West Virginia University Medicine scoreboard, and Big Red on top 7-0 over the Cadets of Linsly. Big Red going 80 yards after the touchback on the punt. Aiden Manning goes in, a couple of big plays on that drive. Of course, the Isaac Hill catch and run down to about the 12-yard line. Then Falks down to basically inside the 10-yard line on a big carry. And now it'll be the Cadets getting an opportunity with the Team Automotive Mobile Unit Kickoff. And it is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And Cole Bowers puts it in the end zone. And the Cadets will take over 1st and 10 after the touchback. And Coach, Big Red managed to go 80 yards down the field. Some big plays mixed in. They had the run and the pass. What do the Cadets need to do here on this possession as they start to get into the offensive flow of the game?
Well, they need to establish that run game and those short passing game. Keep the ball away from Big Red.
Atlee Cowan looking to pass. Gets some pressure from the backside. Now he's going to run. Looks downfield, finds a man, and it's incomplete. And a good play from Cowan to get rid of the football. He didn't put it in danger of interception as the intended receiver wasn't able to make the play, Jackson Murray, but it falls incomplete rather than taking the sack.
He had a lot of pressure, showed a lot of composure, kept his eyes downfield, not at the rush, and just overthrew the open receiver.
2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line for the Cadets. And we have a sent a player off the field, sending another one in. Did not see a flag come down. I don't know if there's an illegal substitution situation, delay of game situation.
Didn't call anything.
That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Not to me either. And then reset the time clock.
Yeah.
Or the play clock.
And off as the Cats keep it on the ground for a big gain for a 1st down out to the 35-yard line. Good run. Trulos, Mikey Trulos, number 20. With a big 15-yard carry.
We'll see just the base outside zone play, man-on-man blocking, find the seam, and take care of the football.
Look at your Ohio Valley Honda replay, and it'll be a first-choice American 1st down for the Cadets of Linsly as Cowan looks to throw, getting some pressure, gets to the corner, looks downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver, Malta File. Coverage was there, and it goes incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's getting a lot of pressure from that big red front. He's got great arm strength. You can see shoulders weren't turned upfield, came across his body. We got a flag down there.
I believe we might have a hold. I was reading lips. It may go against number 71. Palian.
And that gives him 1st and a bunch now.
And now we have another whistle. Play clock down to 15 seconds as the Cadets set up for this 1st and 20. Mullins looks like he's coming on a blitz. They look to set up the screen, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, John Paul Jones, on the coverage for Big Red. Amir Falks, number 14.
You'll see when they brought the player on the field, he came unbalanced this way with an overhang. Then they tried to throw the slip screen behind it, get the extra blocker just a little bit high in the pass.
Stanisi checks in. He'll set up in the backfield with Cowan. 3 receivers to the near side. High snap, Cowan tips it, controls it, breaks contained, looks outside, looks downfield, and it is incomplete.
Good coverage. They're playing straight man-to-man coverage. You saw him run with motion, tried to run a switch route and pick the defenders, and Big Red was able to recover. You'll see they run inside, outside.
Jackson Murray, the intended receiver. And they're on the coverage, number 13. That is Lawson Lewis. Third and 20. Well, we are close enough to the coaches.
Somebody wanted a timeout, huh?
Wanted a timeout. He got one.
He did.
So timeout down on the field. We'll talk things over. 3rd and 20 with 5:11 to go. Big Red leads at 7-0. Hey, Coach, 3rd and 20. I know you probably did have some plays drawn up for 3rd and 20, but I know it. You need to do at 10:30 and 11:10 tonight on Fox 9 and WTOV9. Doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 20.
It doesn't.
It's Sports Friday.
That's right.
It's the WMC Sports Friday.
And
Most
that's a
local
touchdown.
high school scores and highlights every Friday night. There he is, Rob Metzger leading the way, along with Jack Hillgrove and some guy named Phillips in the background. Always having some fun on Sports Friday. And our cameras will be everywhere again tonight, Coach.
It's third in the bunch. You got to do one of two things. You're going to throw screen, or you're going to throw vertical deep.
Okay.
You're not going to do middle routes. Doesn't get you in 4-down territory. I like throwing screens here. You might pop some.
Santonio Brown, number 51. Hill, number 6, will be in along that defensive line. They rotate a number of players in. Also in on this one, Noah West, number 54.
Now, Big Red, they called timeout. They were in a one-high safety, playing man-to-man coverage underneath. Now they come out in 2 high, and it looks like they might be playing some man underneath, but it gives them 2 safeties behind.
25.
Cowan on 3rd and 25. Looks back. Now he's going to run. Now he's back to the 10-yard line. Pressure. He just decides he's going to throw it away.
Which is a good choice.
So incomplete. Cadets will kick it away.
Now, if you're Linsly, you don't want to do this. Big Red's already up 7. You're kicking from your own 20-yard line. Big Red's going to end up with really good field position.
Kevin Sinisi, the punter, number 7. Plenty of time to kick. Ball comes down at midfield, and it will go out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Big Red. Brody Suckoch was the deep man for Big Red. Big Red will take over 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. First Choice America first down. Blackburn in at fullback, number 42, and it'll be Xavier Falks, number 24, taking the handoff, and Kowaleski, the linebacker, comes up and just meets him in the hole, drives him back. Good play defensively by the Cadets, and just, Xavier went into the hole, and Kowaleski's there, and Kowaleski, tough player to move on defense. He is an outstanding linebacker.
Coach Depew has a lot of confidence in this defense, and I can see why.
Falks again, this time. Keeps his feet, powers ahead to nearly 1st down yardage. Outstanding run. Good second effort. Good blocking by Big Red. 3rd down and 1. Ball at the Cadet 46-yard line. Elijah Mullins gets the handoff, and he'll have the 1st down across the 45-yard line down to about the 43.
Looked like old school full house T formation. He just gave to the dive back.
Elijah Mullins, 5'10", 175-pound senior. Good look at the head coach, Reno Suckoch. Handoff. Bryant on his feet. Bryant into the secondary. Bryant carrying tacklers, leaning forward and pushing his way for a big gain down to about the 30-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 31 as he's on the bottom of the pile with Stanisi as we take a look at the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Look at the vision that he has. Only a sophomore, sticks that foot. They got the kick-out block, and then he just keeps powering.
Hopkins and Bryant in the backfield. Handoff will go to Bryant, near side. Cuts inside a tackler, taken down by Kowaleski at the 25-yard line, number 52. If you haven't noticed already, you will by the end of the night. He is all over the field.
Yes, he is.
Bryant, 5'8", 185-pound sophomore.
And Kowaleski's 6'3", 227. Big kid.
Aid Manning rolls, steps up, has a man open, and it is complete to Lee Anthony Sewell, and he is down to about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line of the Cadets. He took some pretty good pop at the end of the play, but it's another first down for Steubenville Big Red.
You know, he's another one of those big receivers, 6'3", 200 pounds. It's tough to deal with that kind of size out at the perimeter.
Looks like we may have a cramp situation down on the field. Defensively, Nathan Smith for the Cadets, slow to get up. Looks like he had that leg locked up as if he was having cramps, so hopefully that's all it is. He can get over to the sideline, get some treatment, get some water, and get back out into the thick of the action. Mullins and Bryant in the backfield. Suckoch split to the near side. Saban Felton to the far side. Also to the near side is Isaac Hill. Manning, handoff, Bryant up the middle. Bryant with some running room. Keeps his balance and dives down to about the 6-yard line. Luka Trulos, number 23.
You know, Big Red just keeps coming with back after back after back. They have depth at the position.
Big Red entering the WMC pink zone. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter play. Big Red up 7-0. Of Hill in a wing formation. And Bryant leans forward, touches the ground. Stands back up, has a handoff, and he is knocked down just short. Looked like the ball may have come loose as John Paul Jones looked to jump on the play, but we see that flag back in the backfield.
The back tried to reset with the motion coming across, and two people can't be moving at one time when the ball is snapped.
Little anxious, little anxious. This one's good. Imagine if you're a running back and you're getting the ball. Okay, let's go. Get a ball. I think I'm going to make it on this one. Ohio Valley Honda replay.
You'll see
he just rolled forward, and then it was all over.
Even though he reset, there was movement in front of him.
Well, jet sweep to Hill again. Isaac Hill at the 10-yard line. Stiff arm at the 5. Looks to get to the pylon. Knocked out of bounds down around the 2-yard line. On the stop, number 10. That's Cottrell. Brody Cottrell, the strong safety for the Cadets of Linsly. And there's a look at Isaac Hill, fine wide receiver for Steubenville Big Red. Stanisi, number 7. He is off to a great start tonight as Elijah Mullins gets a handoff, goes airborne, and Kovaleski says, no, sir. Turns him back. The big linebacker coming up with the stop, and he is all over the place tonight.
And they come out full house T. You'll see in the replay. Give it to the fullback. That fill out of the linebacker. Just look at that.
Handoff. Xavier Falks. Touchdown, Big Red. It's a Discovery Jewelers touchdown for Steubenville Big Red.
See the replay. Running power. Now they line up in a lot of different formations, and they run power.
Cole Bowers on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. Spots down. Kick is up, and it is good. 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. Big Red on top. 14-0 over the Cadets of Linsly. We're back with more of the Friday Night Rivals right after this. Here we go. We're going to stay right here. And with 59 seconds to go, we're going to get ready for our Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff. And Big Red is going to kick off. Cole Bowers has the touchback on the evening.
You know, last week he kicked all but one into the end zone, and he's kicked one in the end zone already this evening. Let's see what he does with this one.
rush to kick. Luka and J.P. Jones deep for Linsly.
J.P. Jones, John Paul Jones, number 9, and Luka Trulos, number 23, back deep, high, end over end kick. And it's going to come down at about the 5-yard line, and John Paul Jones will take it there. Bounces to the outside, may have been a block in the back, and you have the return man take it down at the 25-yard line. Number 14, Falks, comes up and makes the stop.
21-yard return for Jones.
No flag on the play. Looked like someone got shoved in the back, but no call. So the Cadets will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 53 seconds to go as we have a First Choice America first down. Noah West, Antonio Brown, and Gorby up front on the defensive line. They rotate that front 3. And a handoff and some good running room. Noah West makes the tackle on the carry. Trulos, Mikey Trulos, number 20 for the Cadets.
They're running inside zone. They've had success 3 different times running that same play on first down. Let's see if they come back to it.
Luka Trulos goes in motion, handoff to Mikey Trulos, and he is going to get out close to the 35-yard line. And we are about out of time on this first quarter of action on the Friday Night Rivals matchup. WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard, Big Red 14, the Cadets nothing, but the Cadets on the move. Back with more after this.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9 is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, Weirton Medical Center, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 495, D. Felice Brothers Pizza.
Welcome back. A good look at some of the majorettes and band members of the Steubenville Big Red Marching Band. Big Red's defense on the field. Cadets have it. 3rd down and short. And it looks like Cowan on a keeper. And they have a first down for the Cadets of Linsly. We begin this quarter. 14-0. Big Red on top. Mr. Rooter, first down.
First and 10, Cadets at their own 37.
Keep it on the ground with Cowan, the quarterback. And he's out across the 40-yard line. Coach, what do you think about the quarterback draw?
A good time as any. He's the big back in their offense. The eyes are going to the tailback. Let's set up. We're playing man-to-man coverage anyhow. Get them dropping, run a draw with the quarterback.
Good game. Pick up a 4 on first down. Trying to stay on schedule. Now Kovaleski, the linebacker, number 52, comes in, takes the snap from center. But he only picks up 2 yards.
Well, when it was 3rd and short a few minutes ago, the quarterback did that, stepped behind and took the quick snap.
Yeah.
But now they sent the linebacker, the guard, fullback, whatever he's lining up as.
Well, the short game brings up 3rd and 3 at the 44 for the Cadets. All right, Kovaleski in a wing. Interested to see what's going to happen here, Coach. Who's going to get the snap?
3 on the count.
Selman's on the other side. Cowan looked like he was going to pitch it, fake the pitch. Looks across the middle, has a man wide open. Big gain for the Cadets down to the 33-yard line. Nice catch on the reception. Number 2, Jackson Murray, and what a throw from Cowan, a laser beam.
Beautiful. Come off, they fake the toss sweep and pulled up and hit the backside slant. I'm watching the play clock, and there had to be 1/100 of a second left on it when the ball got snapped.
That's about how long it took for the ball to get from Cowan out to Murray.
It's a good strong arm.
He zipped that in there.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Mr. Reuter, first down for the Cadets at the Big Red 33-yard line. Stanisi in the wing. Handoff goes to Trulos. And he's ahead for a few yards. How important is it to keep the defense honest with the run?
Well, I think Big Red has proven that, make you defend that and so on. And, you know, what they're doing out here is they're running play-action passes. Big Red's showing a lot of man-to-man coverage, and if you want to attack it, you attack it with play-action passes.
Stanisi checks out of the game for the Cadets. Landon Taylor, number 34, checks in. Fake the pitch. Cowan bounces to the outside on the other side, puts his head down, looks to deliver a blow, and slides down. He picks up about 5 yards on the play. Atlee Cowan, 6'2", 186-pound senior. 3rd and 5 for the Cadets. Ball on the 28-yard line. Trulos has it. Mullins has Trulos. Big Red's defense powers through. Hopkins there along with Noah West. The first man to make contact was Elijah Mullins. It'll bring up 4th down, and it is 4th down territory.
Mullins played that very, very well. You'll see he read the back the whole way and filled the hole.
Cowan to throw, has some time across the middle, and it is incomplete. Incomplete, but it'll go over to Big Red on downs. The intended receiver on the play, John Paul Jones. I think the ball may have been just a little bit behind him. He's going full tilt towards the Big Red sideline. Had to reach back and wasn't quite able to make it.
We're going to see it on the replay. It's a good, strong throw, just slightly to the back shoulder.
Team Ford Wellsburg replay. There's a look at Brody Suckoch. Wide receiver, defensive back, and it'll bring up first down for Steubenville Big Red. Mr. Reuter first down for Big Red at their own 28-yard line. Xavier Falks on the carry, not much room there, but manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a half a yard. Looked like he was going to maybe lose a yard or two.
Yeah, the defensive ones, they strung that out and ran in short field.
2nd and 9.
Felton and Suckoch to the near side. Hill in a wing. He'll come in motion for Big Red on 2nd and 9. And Manning was going to throw, and we have whistles and we have a flag.
Looks like one of the linemen might have moved.
Back 5 yards, make it 2nd and 14.
We'll look at number 56, Jack Selnick, on the sideline along with the Cadets defense as they go over what they're doing defensively and offensively as well. And Lee Anthony Sewell split to the far side. Hill in a wing. See if he comes in motion. He does. Suckoch on the near side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Screen pass, and it is dropped and incomplete. Bryant, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 3rd and 14 for Steubenville Big Red.
Boy, that was set up beautifully. Had all linemen rushing. Quarterback looks it off. Had the defenders working that way and just couldn't make the connection.
I like what Manning did just there. He walked over and he made sure he said something to Bryant like, "You're all right. Don't worry about it. Get the next one." Might not look like much, but I think it means a lot to guys when the quarterback comes over and says, "Good. Get the next one." Manning the throw, has a lot of time in the pocket, looks across the middle. Looks like Suckoch on the reception.
Number 52.
And Kovalevsky there again. He has been all over the field on defense.
What a good football team.
Yeah. Somebody needs to sign him up for next year.
Real quick. Yeah, West Liberty's pretty close to.
Coach, is that tampering? If you say it, you're in the Hall of Fame. That may be tampering. Hayden Hicks, the punt for Big Red. 2 men back deep in a high punt. Hicks manages to bring it down and then gets off a punt, a high hanging kick that comes down about midfield and to be down there by Big Red. Linsly WTOV9 with great field position at the 46. The Cadets will take over there. Good play by Hicks to climb the ladder and make the play on the snap. We have the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. 14-0 Big Red. Back after this. And welcome back to the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals game of the week. Steubenville Big Red, Linsly Cadets. Big Red on top, 14-0 on the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. It's the L Crew, Coach. The L Crew.
Well, it's Linsly's orange.
First and 10 for the Cadets at the 47. Count, drops, trying to set up the screen. Tipped, and it was intercepted and then caught by Sinisi. Now Hopkins has it. He's on the run. Back to the 10, knocked out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Pinball game has broken out here at West Liberty University, and Big Red's the winner on that play for a quarter because they end up with the football. It was all over the place. We have to see if we have a replay of this one. Team Ford
How many
Wellsburg
people
replay.
touch this football?
All right, here you go.
1,
Tipped.
2,
Defensive
3,
line hit goes back up in the air.
4.
Sinisi has it. Ball is going to be ripped out of his hands by Hopkins, and he's off to the races.
We had 5 different people touch football.
A wild play. And now Big Red with great field position with 7:18 to go. The Cadets are thinking we've got great field position. We get in the end zone, cut into that lead. Now Big Red with another opportunity to put another one on the board as Xavier Falks powers inside the 5-yard line.
Balky and Kogaleski on the stop. Gave a couple on the play.
WMC pink zone, handoff, Falks cuts it to 5 and powers ahead, takes a pretty good shot at about the 3-yard line.
Defensive Linsly has just done a great job all night. They've kept this to a 2-score game and made some stops and they made 2 good stops here from inside the 10.
3rd and goal at the 3.
Jamie Rydell, 53 in the middle of that defensive line. Manning. Send Hopkins in motion. He gets a handoff. He cuts it up to Kowaleski. There was some help from John Paul Jones, and he is short by about a yard.
Well, I bet we're going to see that power offense, but that doesn't mean that they're going to run the football in there.
4th and goal. Mullins comes into the game. Elijah Mullins is substituted in. Now Manning heads to the huddle. Play clock down to about 16.
A lot of time.
Handoff. Mullins in. He will not get there. He is stopped at the goal line.
Oh, my goodness.
Did not reach it. Ball will be spotted at the half-yard line, and the Cadets of Linsly will take over. We talked about that defense, Coach, and they have come up big.
I made a great stop here. 4th and about a yard. Pretty hard to stop Big Red, and they've done it.
Take a look here at the Team Ford Wellsburg replay.
Oh, my goodness.
Who's there? I believe it's number 52.
So I bet it is.
Kowaleski. Cowan looks to the outside, has a man open. Oh, and he doesn't underthrew him. Looked like he was open, but the ball was underthrown, and it is picked off. Keith Lewis, number 12 for Big Red, with the interception. So back-to-back turnovers on consecutive plays for the Cadets offense as we take a look at the Team Ford Wellsburg replay.
That's just disheartening for Linsly. You've made a great stop on defense. and you come out and turn the ball back over to Big Red.
So Big Red has it again in cadet territory with 5:34 to go. 1st and 10. Manning pass, looking outside, and he has Minifield. Minifield at the 15 to the 10, dragging a tackler. And who's the tackler? Kovalevsky.
All over the field.
And we have a banged up cadet on the far sideline, slow to get up. Number 2, that is Jackson Murray, and he will head back to the huddle as Elijah Mullins comes into the game. Clock rolls. 1st and 6 from inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. Falks has it. He is backed up at about the 4-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run that inside power play, and Linsly is just filling all gaps.
52, Coach. If I'm the offense, I'm going to mark 52 down. I might run the other way.
The other way. Yeah, fine.
And not that you're afraid to run at him, but he's proven that he's pretty stout.
Well, you call the play and say, run it away from 52.
The thing is, 52's all over the field.
He is.
Swing it outside. Ryan on the catch. And he is going to lean ahead to about the 1-yard line. Stanisi, number 7, hanging on and dragging him down. And it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line for Steubenville Big Red.
It looks like they're going to get into that tight push formation.
Handoff. Bryant looks for the corner, and he is in. Touchdown, Big Red. Bryant with the touchdown. It's a Discovery Jewelers touchdown, and Big Red's on top by a score of 20-0. Team Ford Wellsburg replay.
Got good blocking on the perimeter, good run to the outside. Linsly's packed down inside, looking for that inside run again.
To attempt the point after.
Motion on the play. It's going to be a flag, and it is going to be a re-kick or another attempt. False start against Steubenville Big Red.
5-yard penalty. Bowers to attempt a 25-yard conversion kick.
Snap is good. Spots down. Kick is up, and it is good. Big Red on top now, 21-0 over the Cadets of Linsly here in the 2nd quarter. 21-0, 4:10 to go on the West Virginia University Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. And welcome back to the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals. It is Steubenville Big Red 21. The Cadets of Linsly nothing as Big Red takes advantage of a turnover to put a 3rd score on the board. And we are now ready for the Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff. John Paul Jones, number 9 for the Cadets, back deep. Cole Bowers will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Goes back about 9 yards. High end over end kick, and that's going to be about 3-4 yards deep in the end zone. Another touchback, and the Cadets will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And that is a weapon. We talked about it last week because the defensive coordinator knows exactly where they're going to start on offense to keep them right at the 20. Okay, I know where we're going to be on defense. How about Dylan Cleland? Anytime he pops up on the screen, it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing, and I'll tell you what, he does a wonderful job with the Wendy's halftime show with Dylan Cleland. Brings you all the highlights, gets you up to date on scores from around the Ohio Valley as they come in throughout the evening. Dylan Cleland, check him out on the Wendy's halftime show. Number 11, Minifield in on the tackle. Through close on the carry. Gain of 1 yard.
2nd and 9.
Cadets look over to the sideline. Sabanfelt, number 9, looks like he wants to come on a blitz on the outside for Big Red. He's going to come down the line, play contain, and his teammates. Too much penetration for the Cadets. Elijah Mullins there as Cowan is stopped on the play. Loss of a couple. Ran 3rd and 10.
And the replay, you'll see that they are unbalanced, end over, and just run a quarterback power. Big Red was there. No gain.
Empty backfield, Cowan. 5 receivers. Snap bobbled. He'll look downfield. Throws to the outside. He has a man, and it is incomplete on the coverage. Jameer Falks, number 14, intended receiver. That was number 5, Malta File.
Good coverage.
And it is incomplete. Taking another look at it. I thought he was able to reach around and make the catch.
Had a step on him.
Thought he had a chance there, but it hit off of Falks' shoulder pad, the back pad. And it falls incomplete. Stanisi to punt. Takes it at 6-yard line. Kick is away. Low line drive kick. And it's going to take a Cadet roll down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be down there at the 30-yard line. And that's where Big Red will have it with 2:37 to go here in the first half.
It's about a 50-yard punt. Nice punt.
.47 remaining in the first half.
Manning throw on first down, looks outside and a little bit short. Intended receiver Isaac Hill. John Paul Jones on the coverage. John Paul Jones for Cadets has been all over the field offensively and defensively tonight. He's played himself a nice first half of football.
He sure has. Nice coverage. You know, it's at man-to-man coverage. You know, I'm going to throw up that 50-50 ball, and he defended it.
And he is locked up with one of the best in the Valley, Isaac Hill, maybe the best receiver in the Valley. As Falks takes the handoff, he is going to be stopped after a short gain. Coming up to the play for the Cadets of Linsly, number 24, Weiner. Neary Weiner makes the stop. Falks is going to head off to the sideline. Third down and 9. You see the coaching staff signaling to the offense, slow it down. We burn some clock.
Yeah.
Burn some clock. Manning outside to Saber and Felton, and he's going to be knocked backwards short of the first down marker. Out to about the 39-yard line, about a yard and a half or so short. And that'll bring up fourth down for Steubenville Big Red, and they will send on the
You're going to call it the kick team, but let's wait and see.
I was going to say the punt team, and Hayden Hicks did not run out, and a little confusion perhaps on the Big Red sideline. They're going to call timeout. Right now, 21-0, and Coach, 1:27 to go. You know, let's assume Big Red kicks it away. Cadets have it after the punt. What do they need to do in this last 1:27? Before we go to that, we'll hang on to that thought.
Okay.
Okay, USC, Colorado, Saturday at noon. The Buffaloes offered this game on Fox, and we have it for you on Fox 9. And they said, you know what? We're going to play at 9 a.m. our place. That means it's 9 a.m. for USC while they're playing, but it's actually going to be noon. But it's 9 o'clock in the morning for the Trojans of Southern California. So hopefully they'll have some sleepy eyes, Coach Sanders. And then later, Michigan, they are 4-0.
Pretty good.
2-2 Nebraska. Is this a trap game, Coach? Could the Cornhuskers spring one?
It could be. It could be. Two good ones.
A good matchup there. Some good games to look at. Games of interest. The Buffaloes have taken everybody's interest, even after the big loss to Oregon.
Right.
All right, so now the punting team is on. Hayden Hicks is going to stand back at about the 25-yard line.
Well, you know, your Linsly asked the question, what do you do now? You got 2 timeouts. You got 1:27 on the clock. Gives you plenty of time. Now, you know, you can't be gaining 3 yards, but you can get out.
What a kick from Hicks.
Oh, my goodness. Now,
and it is going to roll dead inside the 10-yard line.
Now, that's a difference now.
Yeah, that's a difference maker.
Right. You know, if they had the ball 35-40, you say, you know, you're going to move it down the field. Now you have to go 95 yards.
Yep. It's a game changer.
Yeah, now you know, you're going to get the ball the second half anyhow. Let's get out of this, regroup ourselves, and you know, see what happens. That doesn't mean you take a knee, but you don't want to stop the clock either to give Big Red the opportunity to score again or get the ball again anyhow.
Mr. Reuter first down for the Cadets. 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Trulos on the carry and coming through with the tackle, number 51. That is Santonio Brown, defensive lineman, 6'3", 230-pound senior, and he just came across and made a play.
You know, both teams with 2 timeouts. Looks like they're content to get out of this and start the second half.
Cadets on 2nd and 8, play clock down to 5 seconds now. And it'll be snap. Cowan's just going to keep it himself. Has some running room. Gets to the outside. Gets a block. He's on the sideline. He's across the 30, 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds with 23 seconds to go. He's got a big arm. Maybe a Hail Mary. Maybe. So you've got 2 timeouts. You can run an in route. You can run on the outside.
23 seconds. Yep. You can get 3 plays out of 23 seconds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Big chunk play.
See the replay again. Good block.
Good blocking on the outside as they seal it off. And then he's got some running room. And how about the hustle here?
Yep.
I think we showed him on the sideline. I think that was Jack Sullivan, number 56. He was all the way down the field. He came all the way across and made a nice play.
There's that quarterback draw.
He's on the run. He's out to midfield. He's going to go down. And he is going to take a timeout, I believe. So with 15 seconds to go, the Cadets take a timeout.
So you got 2 plays and a timeout.
Their second timeout of the half.
I don't think Coach Depue's thinking try to get in field goal range. 3 points not going to win this football game.
All right, Coach, what did you draw up for us on 2nd and 3 from the 50 with 15 seconds to go and you're down 21, and you would love to somehow put some points on the board by the end of the half?
You got to get a bunch of it, but you got to get someplace where you can get out of bounds, stop the clock, or use your time out there and then go to the end zone.
Cowan looking to throw, getting some pressure. He will throw it out of bounds, and no one really around.
He can still get 2 plays out of this with the timeout.
9 seconds to go. 1 timeout remaining for the Cadets. They're at midfield. Kevin Stanisi, number 7, checks in the ball game.
Called that name a lot this
Yes, we
evening.
sure have. Offensively, defensively, and special teams. Cowan the pitch. Trulos.
He's got to get out of bounds.
And he is going to try to get out of bounds. And he does with 3 seconds to go. So now, throw it up. It's
Hope
the
for the
Hail
best.
Mary.
Yep. He's got arm strength to get it there. That's
Absolutely. Well, doesn't look like he's going to have the opportunity. Looks like the Cadets are going to kick the ball away.
3 seconds.
And a timeout now. Coach DePew says, let's talk this over. We've got 3 seconds. We've got a timeout. Let's talk about it.
Linsly takes its third and final timeout.
What do you think here, Coach? I think why not throw it up? I mean,
well, it's less dangerous to throw it down there than it is to kick it.
Yep.
Because you have to have the good snap, the good kick. It doesn't get blocked.
Coach, hold on. Dylan Cleveland is back on the screen. That is something that everybody loves. We've got the halftime show with Dylan Cleveland, the Wendy's halftime show. And again, Dylan does a fantastic job. He's also a huge part of Sports Friday in terms of taking care of everybody. He's the producer, really putting things together during the show, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, where we're going to go. And he does a halftime show as well. Does a fantastic job. And again, if you have the opportunity, make sure you stay tuned. The halftime show, always spectacular, and Dylan does a fantastic job. And right now, we're back to a Hail Mary. We're out of the punt formation.
They changed their mind.
We're throwing it up and deep. Cowan steps up, loads up, throws down the field, plenty of arm, down at the goal line. It is knocked down, incomplete.
Pretty close.
Jameer Falks, number 14, knocks the ball down. He did exactly what defensive backs were told to do, just knock it down. Knock it down, and it is incomplete. And there's the Harvest Moon. How about that? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's the Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup on the West Virginia University Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. Big Red at the half, up by 3 scores, 21-0 over the Cadets of Linsly. And welcome back to the second half of Steubenville Big Red and the Linsly Cadets. The homestanding Cadets down 21-0 as we begin the second half, but they'll get the ball first. It's the Bordas Friday Night Rivals, and it's the Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff to start the third quarter of play. Number 41, Cole Bowers, back to kick off for Steubenville Big Red. He stands at his 31-yard line as he prepares to make his approach. And here he comes. High end-over-end kick will come down to John Paul Jones at about the 5-yard line. Out across the 20. Makes a man miss, 25-30 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Made a nice return, made a nice move at about the 20-yard line, ended up at about the 30 feet.
John Paul Jones, number 9, getting congratulations on the sideline. It'll be first and 10, a First Choice America first down at the 34-yard line for the Linsly Cadets. Low snap handled by Cowan. Trulos out to about the 40-yard line, so pick up of about 5 yards on first down. And, Coach, is that what you expected on first down? Establish the run?
I think they're going to come out and say, we need to establish a run if we're going to win this football game. Now, they can't run it all night when you're down 21 points. They've got to put the ball in the air, but they have to establish that run. The whistle's blowing everywhere.
Cadets applauding, so looks like it may go against Steubenville Big Red. Or timeout call by Steubenville Big Red.
Their first timeout of the second half.
Sunday night football. Pat Mahomes taking on Aaron Rodgers in the... Oh, sorry. It's not Aaron Rodgers. It's Zach Wilson. But you know what? The big news of this game, Coach, on Sunday Night Football, it's going to be, great game. You watch the Chiefs. They're amazing. Right. There's plenty of great players on the Jets. But it's all about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. The Swifties, you're shaking your head, but you know it's true. You know it's true. Travis Kelce's jersey, 400% increase in sales when Taylor Swift showed up at the game last week in Kansas City. Yeah. Wow. So I think there's going to be a line. I think one of the betting agencies is going to... How many times do you see Taylor Swift in the box if she's at the game? I'm saying over 7.5. Trulos for the Cadets, out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Close to a first down.
First choice America, first down. But I'll tell you what, Coach, what are we all missing that with Aaron Rodgers out? That would have been a great matchup. Stanisi leans forward and some pushing and shoving at the end of the play, but he has the first down for the Cadets. And the Cadets, first down, this is what they needed, Coach. This is what you're looking for them to get something established on offense.
They have to do.
Oh, no.
They don't need that.
Stanisi picks it up. He's got the ball, looks to make a move, and just decides, no, I'm going to go down right here. And they didn't lose the football, but that's exactly what they didn't need to have happen.
It's so hard to get in that pistol and turn around and pitch the ball. At least when you're under center, you know, your momentum will take you there, but you're short-arming it and just not sure where the back is.
It's the Ohio Valley Honda replay, and Stanisi gets back, he gets to the football, and then he sees a whole bunch of white jerseys headed at him.
Linsly didn't need that. They're getting a little momentum. They're getting established in that ground game.
And all of a sudden, it's 2nd and 28, and that takes you out of the run game. Cowan looks to throw, tries to get away from the pressure, does get away from the pressure momentarily. Now he looks to throw downfield. He may have a man, and he does! Wide open! Trulos, number 23. Luka Trulos, touchdown, Cadets.
You can't break coverage.
Discovery Jewelers touchdown as Cowan goes back. He finds Luka Trulos. Cowan escapes the pressure on the Ohio Valley Honda replay, Coach.
A lot of composure. Thought he was going down there.
Looked like Brown was going to get him. Then he gets away, and then the awareness to look upfield and look to throw the football. And Trulos just hauls it in.
Cannot break coverage until that whistle blows.
Extra point attempt. Spot is down, kick is up, and it is off of the upright and no good. So it makes it 21-6, but the Cadets are on the board. Here we go.
What they needed to do.
Friday Night Rivals, 21-6, Big Red over the Cadets. We're back with more after this. And welcome back to the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals matchup between Superville Big Red and the Cadets of Linsly. Big Red 21-6, but the Cadets just got on the board. Long touchdown pass is Cowan, I should say, pardon me. Cowan rolls out, avoids the traffic in the pocket, looks upfield, finds his man, touchdown. As Luka Trulos, he just looks to find a soft spot, and the defense found one, and he's off to the races. Hard squib kick on the ground. Elijah Mullen fields it. He's going to bring it back across the 30-yard line. He gets out to about the 32 before he gets stopped.
Liner on the stop for Linsly.
So you're up 21-0 in the locker room, Coach, and what do you tell your team?
If I'm Linsly, I think you've got to come out and establish something this first drive. Let's put something together to show that we can hang in this football game. And they did with some run games. I know they made a mistake. Then they make the big play and score the touchdown.
Now, what about Big Red? What do they need to do?
Big Red, keep the pedal down. Don't think this ball game is yours. Keep that run game going and start throwing vertical pretty soon.
Xavier Falks on the carry. Weiner and Kovaleski, the linebackers, in on the stop. Manning to throw, slings it outside, finds Isaac Hill. He's across the 45, steps out of bounds at about midfield. Big Red will have a first down.
He is so smooth out there. Big, strong, secures the ball. One-on-one, he's hard to bring down.
Jackson Murray on the stop. Ball spotted right in midfield. 1st and 10, Big Red.
Lee Anthony Sewell comes across the formation in motion. Manning for Hill, climbs the ladder, makes the catch at the Cadets' 35-yard line.
See on the replay, we've got single coverage. He drives the defender off deep, sticks his foot in the ground, and comes back to the football.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line of the Cadets. Hand off to Falks, has some running room on the outside, cuts it back in across the 30-yard line. Good gain, no whistle on the play now. And Kovalevsky has the football, and he's out across midfield, and he stays in bounds, cuts it to 30. 25-yard line before he's knocked down at the 18-yard line. And I think there's a flag now on the play back at midfield. I think Big Red's curious. I didn't hear a whistle. And I think Kovalevsky just stole the ball and took it the other way. He continues to impress.
He has done a lot of good things tonight.
He's that guy.
Yep. Let's see what this flag is. I don't think it's in the possession. See this?
Yeah, he just took it away.
Took it away
Took it away before it was down. Yeah.
On the return, they will retain possession.
And now he's off to the races. He's looking to pick up blockers. He's got John Paul Jones out there. Apparently blocking the back at some point in the return. So it'll be first and 10 now for the Cadets at the 44-yard line. And, Coach, you talked about Big Red keeping the pedal down.
Right.
You talked about the Cadets getting something to go, or something getting something together that's going to spark them. Right. Well, it looks like the Cadets right now winning that battle.
Right. It's a game of momentum. And right now, Linsly has the momentum.
First choice America first down, and on first down it's Trulos. He'll go for about 2 yards. Saber and Felt with the stop for Steubenville Big Red.
Second and 8.
Stanisi in a wing formation. Cowan puts it in the belly, takes it out, now looks to throw, and he has a man open down to the 30-yard line. That is Trulos. That is Luca Trulos, the receiver that had the big touchdown pass moments ago. And the Cadets are on the move again.
They're unbalanced. It looks like they're going to run set to the wide field. He fakes the run, boots out, crossing route across the field. Nice tackle.
Quick pitch to the outside, and not much. Coming through to make the stop, Minifield, number 11, on the carry for the Cadets of Linsly. It is number 24. Neary Weiner on the carry. Not much doing there as he's stopped. Kovalevsky goes in motion. Cowan with the keep, has some running room. And he is going to be stopped at the 26-yard line. Flag comes in on the play. I think there might be a face mask called on this one.
What it was. Right there, we see it. We've got a momentum change now.
Talk to everybody, Coach. First choice America first down. Official stopped the play, came and talked to the referee. They went over and talked to another official. They didn't go over and talk to another official. Something with the down and distance, because all of a sudden the down and distance is going.
That's when we make it a 2nd and 1 at the 21.
So 2nd and 1, so they were ready to set up for first down, but it's 2nd and 1 now. 5-yard face mask. Goboleski goes in motion, crabs in the middle of the offensive line. Weiner the carrier. He is down to the 15-yard line. He'll have the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Cadets. Gary Weiner. First Choice America first down in the WMC pink zone as Cowan is going to keep. Atlee Cowan stops, looks to cut back. Not much there. Actually loses a couple on the play. Take a look at the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
They got an overload set. They were unbalanced. They had the big linebacker in the backfield blocking. Just a quarterback power sweep.
Kelly in on the play, number 78, in on the stop. Trulos picks up a couple. Third down and 11 from the Big Red 16 for the Cadets.
Big Red's coming out playing man coverage.
Cowan looks to swing it outside, has a man, and it's dropped, and he had running room. Luka Trulos had it for a moment, dropped it, and he had some open turf in front of him. He could have picked up another 5-10 yards before he met a tackler, but it goes incomplete. And the Cadets will send in the field goal unit.
21, tell Saban he is a tight end.
Chris Upton is your holder. Malta File, number 5, will attempt the field goal. Spotted at the 22-yard line, making it a 32-yard attempt, and it is up, and it is no good. We will take a timeout from our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup between Big Red and the Cadets. 21-6, Big Red. The WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard reads 21-6, Big Red over the Cadets. It's the third quarter. We have 5:28 to go, and our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals, well, Big Red's got the football at their own 16-yard line. Oh, now it's at the 20. The scoreboard is incorrect. Manning to Hill, and he's going to go up over a tackler, John Paul Jones, to be knocked down by Kovalevsky.
Swing screen, get the ball in their playmaker's hands and gains about 8 yards.
Second and 2 from the 28-yard line.
There you go. Good blocking on the perimeter.
Scoreboard here at the stadium, at the West Family Stadium, it reads second down and 2 from the 16, so apparently having a little bit of an issue with the scoreboard. Handoff goes to Falks. He is stopped. Jamie Riedel with the stop, number 53. Riedel with the spikes of the night, I believe. He's got an interesting design on the spikes. Take a look there.
Nice fill.
You see that? Oh, there you go. Colorful spikes. There you go. Nice. Fashion forward, as they say.
He had an injury.
Shaking up player down on the field for Steubenville Big Red. Here we go. Fox Football, Fox 9, Sunday at 1. Cincinnati, Tennessee. The Titans at 1 on Fox 9. Should be a good ball game. Cincinnati gets their first win of the season. The Titans struggling, Cincinnati struggling, but who's going to get out of the malaise and get going? Patriots, Cowboys. NFL continues on Fox Sunday afternoon starting at 4:30 with the Patriots and Cowboys on Fox 9. So a doubleheader. Jason, our director, says go Pats. I think a lot of people around, see, that's a tough one. People, you know, a lot of Steelers fans hate the Cowboys because, and then they hate the Patriots because it's the two teams that a lot of people like to cheer against. On 3rd and 2, nothing doing for Xavier Falks. He is stopped and bottled up on the play by the Cadets. Roy Gerson, number 51, makes the stop. So it'll bring up 4th and 1 as we take a look at the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
See the fill down inside. This defense has been outstanding today.
Yep. Bridle in there and making the initial hit. And a motion penalty. Big Red trying to perhaps draw the Cadets off, and they actually caused themselves to have a motion penalty. So now they'll switch it out, and the punting unit will come on. And this third quarter has belonged to the Cadets coach.
Sure has.
Hayden Hicks stands at his own 10-yard line for Big Red. Good snap. Kick is away.
Wow, beauty.
And it'll come down fielded at the 32-yard line. On the return, Trulos out to the 40-yard line before he is stacked up. And that's where the Cadets will take over 1st and 10 with 3:12 to go here in the third quarter of play. Coach, do we stick with the run? Do we put it up in the air? Where do we go?
Well, I think we come out and, we stay with the run a little bit, then throw our play action passes. This series is so crucial to both football teams right now.
Weiner gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gorby and Hopkins on the stop.
Hopkins and Gorby on the stop. New gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Hopkins solid line. Gorby does a great job inside for Big Red on that defensive line. Good play action from Cowan.
Oh.
Looking long, has a man wide open. And that is going to go for a touchdown.
I saw them mix up at the line of scrimmage and some coverage. They're talking to each other, weren't sure who's to go where, and run free down the field.
Discovery Jewelers touchdown. And after the touchdown, ramp up a little bit. We take another look at it, Coach. Jackson Murray.
We don't see the defense out here, but there was some confusion.
He was wide open. Timeout down on the field as players attended to. And all of a sudden, the momentum is all Cadets. And they've cut it to a 21-12 lead. And, a nice fake by Cowan in the line of scrimmage, gave him some extra time. Then he just had time to survey the field, and when he saw his man Jackson Murray break open, he just knew he had to get it out to him in his general area, and he was wide open.
Sometimes you get him that open, and it looks too easy, and you overthrow them, but he put the ball right on the money.
Extra point is up and good, so suddenly it is a 21-13 ball game. It is a one-possession game. Of course, you need a touchdown and a two-point conversion, but the Cadets very much back in it.
There's the play-action pass that we talked about earlier.
Beautiful ball, hits him right in stride. The Cadets.
He's looking because he thinks it's too easy.
On the way back.
Red ticket number 0810898.
So the Cadets will be ready for the Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff after they cut the lead to 21-13 with 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. We expected an interesting game. We expected an exciting game.
We've got one.
And at one point, it looked like, well, maybe it's going to be a bit of a blowout, 21-0. But then all of a sudden, things have turned.
The kick for Linsly. So Brian Fulton deep for Big Red.
Walton filed a kickoff for the Cadets. Again, he'll go hard on the ground with the kick. It'll come down to midfield at the 15-yard line. Looks to pick up a blocker. Does. Cuts inside the blocker. Spins. And he'll be knocked down at the 22-yard line. So Big Red will take over.
Good coverage on the kick. They accomplished what they wanted with the hard squib.
So, Coach, Cadets clearly have the momentum. How does Big Red grab it back?
Well, Big Red does what Big Red does. They'll make a play here, a play there, and maybe get that momentum back.
First choice America first down. Handoff goes to Bryant. He looks to bounce it outside. Knocked down. Kovaleski comes through. They land a helping hand on the initial stop. Cottrell, Brody Cottrell, number 10.
On the stop.
Well, Kovaleski's a good football player.
Play action. Manning looks outside, has Hopkins, slips the tackle, does not slip Kovaleski. And he is thrown back. Short gain, if any.
Looks like a takedown.
Kovaleski a little slow getting up.
I see his right ankle is taped. It wasn't taped earlier. So maybe he dinged a little something in his ankle.
Take a look here at the Ohio Valley Honda replay. Work in the weight room, Coach. Work in the weight room. That was your Ohio Valley Honda replay. 1:35 to go, third quarter of play. 3rd and 8 for Big Red, looking to get a first down and perhaps change the momentum, because right now it's all Cadets. And now it looks like Big Red may have taken a timeout.
It's a flag.
A flag down on the play. Did not see the flag come in.
Delay game.
Manning outside to Felton. Felton breaks a tackle. Felton steps through, and he is out to the 42-yard line. And, Coach, you said Big Red does what Big Red does. They make a play. Maybe they make another play. It looked like they were in trouble, and all of a sudden, they've got a first down out in midfield.
Somebody's going to make a play. One-on-one. Yeah, he breaks one tackle. He breaks another tackle and gets enough for the first down.
Saban Felton. And on first down, it's Manning rolling, looking, and he is going to run it, pick up about 4 yards and step out of bounds. Now over on the far sideline, it looked like Kovaleski and Hill were having a chat.
Yes.
Now Kovaleski's talking to the official. The official kind of looked away like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line for Big Red. Cadets looking for a stop. Get the ball back, keep the momentum going on offense. Big Red trying to get things turned their way. Manning looked to go outside quickly, no one there. Now he looks downfield and throws it out of bounds. Closest receiver was Isaac Hill. Double covered. John Paul Jones there.
Made a great choice and nothing to go to, and just get rid of the ball. Throw it out of bounds.
Third and 6 for Big Red from their own 46-yard line.
Now we got a flag.
Illegal substitution. I believe it's going to go against Big Red.
Yes, it is.
Looked like one of the running backs may have gone off of the field as they came out of the huddle.
They were pretty close to that on the last third down.
Now 3rd and 11 from the 41. Manning outside, and it is incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 11 from the 41. And Big Red will send on the punting unit. Hicks, high driving kick. It's going to come down at about the 20-yard line. Sinisi has it there. He's at the 25, and he's upended by Elijah Mullins at the 28-yard line. That's where the Cadets will take over 1st and 10 from about the 28-yard line with 43 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter of play. We're down to a 1-possession score. If you get a touchdown and 2-point conversion for the Cadets right now, Big Red trying to hang on desperately to this lead.
1st and 10, Linsly at the line, 27.
First choice America first down, Coach.
Well,
They've had success running the ball and throwing the ball here in the 3rd quarter.
Off of play action passes.
Fake the pitch. Cowan's going to keep. Cowan gets the corner. Cowan at the 35. Cowan at the 40, out across midfield. Big gain on 1st down. And that little fake makes a big difference.
Brought the defense down inside and gave him the perimeter to the other side. You'll see
showing off
here.
his athleticism is Cowan.
Pitch. Brought the defenders inside, and he can run.
1st and 10, that's a Big Red 48.
1st and 10 at the Big Red 48-yard line. Down looking to throw, getting crowd. Oh, he got whacked on the play, and that falls incomplete. Wow, big hit in the backfield as everybody on the defensive line seemed to meet at the quarterback. And Luca Trulos is down on the field being attended to. Looks like he is cramped up. He was the intended receiver. But, man, Cowan stood in, took a shot, and it fell incomplete.
Again, the Linsly would like to express its gratitude to West Liberty.
Take a look here, Coach.
You see the hit?
Allowing us to use
It's the sandwich.
of this beautiful facility.
Pretty good
Thank you
throw.
to West Liberty University.
Looks like he may be hurting a little bit. Cowan, he got hit, sandwiched on that hit, so they're going to have to make a change, and the change will be that is number 4, Braden Wade, as Cowan is being checked by the trainers, and so Braden Wade is in number 4, the quarterback. He is a sophomore quarterback linebacker.
He's a nice size kid. He's 6 foot, 187 pounds.
Handoff, Trulos. No, nothing doing. Santonio Brown there, number 51. Also in on the play. Javen Harper, number 73.
Javen Harper on the stop. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10.
Coach, are we in 4-down territory here for the Cadets? Do we need to get 5 and then to give us an opportunity, or are we thinking you want to get 10 here?
I think they're going to get 10.
You'll get to think about it during the timeout, Coach. We're at the end of the quarter.
That's one of those what-ifs.
Bordis and Bordis, Friday Night Rivals, WVU Medicine, Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard, 21-13. Cadets with the football. We're back after this.
Second and 8.
Hill goes in motion. Handoff goes to Bryant, and he will be taken down by Kovalescu, who's back in.
The Bordis and Bordis Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9 is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, Weirton Medical Center, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 495, D. Felice Brothers Pizza.
The Big Red cheerleaders, and now the Linsly cheerleaders, as the Bordis and Bordis Friday Night Rival game between Big Red and the Cadets continues. Cadets, the home team here at West Liberty University, their second home game here this season, and they are on a bit of a roll as Trulos hauls it in and gets knocked down at about the 34-yard line as Cowan goes across the middle and threads it through the needle. And it is now 1st and 10 for the Cadets at the 34-yard line, and it has been all Cadets in the second half.
That offense that sputtered the whole first half has been clicking this half. Every time they need a big play, they're
High
fine.
snap, ball's on the ground, it's still in the air, and now Cowan has it back. We have had some interesting fumbles and interceptions tonight.
A lot of people touching
it. And now
we're
we've
not
got,
sure who has it.
Now they're fighting over the football.
They call foul after the play.
And the flag did get thrown, so somebody's going to be penalized. The ball's up in the air.
Throw it in the air, back to the quarterback. And it's going to be an interesting call.
Personal foul against the Cadets. So it's a 15-yard penalty against the Cadets, exactly what they didn't need at this time.
No, they didn't. Yeah, they had a big loss with a bad exchange, and then 15 on top of it.
Whatever.
It's first and a half or second and a half feet.
Whatever John Paul Jones did, number 9 for Cadets, the official did not look happy about it. 2nd and 10 from the 44. Cowan rolls, looks to throw, and it is out of bounds, incomplete. Intended receiver. Malta foul, number 5, covered by number 5 of Big Red, Brody Suckoch, and falls incomplete. 3rd and 31 from the 44.
I don't know what play you call for 3rd and 31.
They can call a couple, combine them.
Yeah.
Just when the Cadets down 21-13, had to play down to the 35-yard line, and suddenly they've gone in reverse. Trulos goes in motion. Cowan's going to keep. He looks to back up and get away. Nothing doing. It was Saber and Felton and Isaac Hill there. That stopped Cowan in his tracks, and he goes down, and it'll bring on the punting unit.
That's the quarterback draw that you talked about earlier, and they've had a lot of success with, but not that time.
Xavier Felton, number 9, has played himself a fine football game. Offensively and defensively. Brody Suckotch back at the 25-yard line to receive the punt. It's a low end-over-end kick. It's going to take a cadet bounce inside the 20 and down to about the 15-yard line before it is down just inside the 15. It'll be down there.
Great kick.
24 yards to meet the punt.
Patolo will be credited with down in the football, number 29.
Ball is spotted right at the Big Red 15. Where it'll be
First and 10 for the Big Red 15. Mr. Reuter first down. Phil Phillips along with the coach, Tony Filberto. It's homecoming day again for Coach Filberto. Wasn't it homecoming last week?
Last week.
Xavier Falks spins, and he's going to lose a couple on the play.
the ball carrier.
2019 Hall of Famer, inducted into the West Liberty Hall of Fame for his prowess, not only as a student coach, but also a football player.
I think it was.
Do you remember it that way?
I remember it as a football player.
Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on a beautiful campus here at West Liberty.
They didn't check my grade point average for a Hall of Fame induction. Good thing.
Big play here. And a screen, and it is almost picked off. Landon Taylor, number 34. Defensive end had his hands on it. Oh.
He'll remember
He's
that.
beside himself.
That's a great defensive play.
Swing it outside to Felton, and whistles, and dead ball foul against Steubenville Big Red, a motion penalty. Coach Depew checking his chart. Bryant checks into the backfield with Manning. 3rd and 16, rolls near side, looks downfield. Has a man, and it is caught. That is Isaac Hill on the catch. And Isaac Hill talking to the bench. You may want to be careful. You don't want to get a flag for taunting or unsportsmanlike. It'll be short of first down yardage.
Well, we've seen Big Red go in a lot of different situations.
4th and 1, and Manning is going to keep, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. Ball will be spotted across the 25-yard line, and indeed it will be a first down for Steubenville Big Red. Not for the faint of heart. Not for the faint of heart. So Mr. Reuter first down. Big Red says, we're going to go. That's who we are.
A lot of confidence in your football team when you do things like that. And that's how you win 400 football games.
Gorby and Hopkins check out. Sewell checks back in. Sewell split to the near side. Cadets defense looking to get off the field, looking to get the football back. Straight ahead dive Bryant. We have whistles and a flag on the outside, and
Motion.
the call is motion penalty against Steubenville Big Red. They have caught the penalty buff.
Yes, they have.
Can make it very difficult to win games, to put games away.
Right, and that's uncommon with Big Red.
Injured player looks like Neary Weiner, number 24. He is sat down on the field at about the 30-yard line. And he is being looked at. Looks like maybe an ankle that they're looking at. We will take a timeout. During the timeout down on the field, it's the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals matchup. Big Red 21, the Cadets 30 on the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. And welcome back to the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals. Steubenville Big Red and the Linsly Cadets 21-13. 9:17 to go, 4th quarter play, 1st and 15 for Big Red. Ball spotted at their 20-yard line. Manning gets away from the pressure, has a man open, and he overshoots him. As Saban Felton open and overshoots the intended receiver.
Did a good job getting away from the pressure and found the receiver downfield just slightly over it. See it in the replay. A lot of pressure, gets away from it, stays composed.
Congratulations, John Roberts.
Isaac Hill has it, makes a man miss, throws a man down, steps out of bounds. And Isaac Hill goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, just a bit short of that. He needs to be careful.
Yep, sure does.
Manning outside to Brody Suckosh, and it falls incomplete.
In punt formation, Luca Chulos deep for Linsly.
Hayden Hicks to punt for Big Red. Gets it away, and a good driving kick. It's going to take a big Red roll down inside the 20-yard line to about the 16.
You don't like the ball to hit the ground. Once it starts rolling, you've lost 10, 15 yards.
56-yard punt for Hicks. Ball spotted at the Linsly 17, going to be first and 10, Cadets.
It's Mr. Reuter first down for Cadets. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. Trulos with some running room, and he's going to get out to the 25-yard line before he's dragged down by Brody Suckosh. Takes the hit from Minifield as well.
Linsly's being patient with the run game. He's got a lot of time on the clock.
Boogie 2x2!
Trulos handoff, and looks like Santonio Brown, number 51, got his big left arm around the ball. He's got a bandaged up left hand, so he's playing with left hand that he doesn't have the ability to really grip. He's just wrapped him up with the left arm. First and 10 for Trulos on the carry, and Cowan with the play action. Cowan looks long down the sideline. Little hand fighting, and it is incomplete. And now a penalty comes in against Minifield.
Yeah, that's the hardest call in football is interference. You see some and you think it's interference, and others you're just not sure.
I don't know.
They got a hook in there.
Yep. Officials get, that's the one thing you have to remember. Officials get to see it once, and they see it in live speed, and they don't have replays. Cowan to run, keeps it, looks for an angle, doesn't have one, knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Down looking throw, getting some pressure from Brown, gets an arm up, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver in the neighborhood was Malta File, number 5. Big 3rd down and 7 here, Coach.
Looks like Kovaleski limped off the field, actually with a little help from one of his teammates. Yeah, Wesley.
Timeout down on the field.
Big Red.
Their 2nd timeout of the half.
You want to make sure everybody's on the same page here. This is a crucial 3rd down.
Absolutely. The Friday Night Rivals game next week will feature Union Local and St. Clairsville. This game will air live at 7 o'clock on Comet next Friday. A lot of or 7:30 next Friday, pardon me. 7:30, October 6th. Next Friday. It's on Comet. Union Local Jets, St. Clairsville Red Devils. Good look at the Cadets bench. Good crowd on hand tonight, Coach. Really good crowd.
Yeah.
May have been treated to an interesting ball game.
Sure
to see Kovaleski there on the sideline being stretched out as we take a look back, pull back. Nice crowd here on the campus of West Liberty University. And why not? 2 good football teams, and they're putting on a very entertaining game. And right now, Big Red leads it by 8, 21-13 with 7:38 to go. And the Cadets, they've had all the momentum in the second half. They have a 3rd and 7 they're looking to convert. Down the middle, and it's picked off. Picked up by Brody Suckox at the 35-yard line. Big defensive play for the junior defensive back. Team Ford Wellsburg replay. Suckox with the interception. 5'10", 155-pound junior. Many people already know this in the Valley. Tremendous wrestler. Tremendous wrestler. Mr. Reuter, first down for Big Red as they take over after the interception. Handoff straight ahead. Not much. On the stop, number 34. That is Landon Taylor.
Hey, this Linsly defense has just been outstanding the second half.
Got to be honest with you, Coach. We talked about it. We both said the same thing. They were outstanding in the first half.
Right. Well,
they had their backs up against the wall on some turnovers, and they've been able to keep their ball club in this game. And then the offense finally got started, and suddenly it's a ball game here with 6:54 to go. Handoff to Bryant, sheds a tackler, looks to make a move, slips down as he cuts, and he is stopped after a short gain. Sinisi credited with the tackle for the Cadets, number 7. Six foot, 208-pound senior. Critical 3rd 3rd and 8 for Big Red. They keep the football, keep the clock moving, and it's a nice catch by Anthony Sewell.
That's it. Big Red, big play.
Lee Anthony Sewell, he comes up, grabs it, brings it down, has enough for the first down, and Big Red keeps the football and keeps the clock moving.
Remaining in regulation.
Clock doesn't become an issue till you get to about 4 minutes in the game.
Well, not too far away from 4 minutes. Hand off to Minifield. Minifield across midfield before he is wrapped up and taken down on the stop. Landon Taylor, number 34. Minifield kept those legs churning and took Taylor for a bit of a ride. He picks up 4 yards. Second down and 6 from the 48-yard line, just inside the 48. Hand off, Bryant. And Taylor is there again, throws him down. But Bryant able to pick up another 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 1 for Big Red at the Cadets' 42-yard line.
3rd and 1. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Big Red will start taking their time now.
Hand off to Bryant and game, number 52.
Stop here. HCQ may call the timeout.
3rd and 5. Manning play action, rolls to his right, has a man open. It's Lee Anthony Sewell. He's down the sideline. Touchdown, Big Red. Discovery Jewelers touchdown for Lee Anthony Sewell. Takes the little out route, and he takes it down the sideline to perhaps seal the deal.
A lot of patience, good throw. Good reception, comes out of the tackle. Enough speed to get to the end zone.
.6'3", 200-pound senior. And Big Red now up 27-13 with 2:04 to go. Snap is good. Extra point is blocked.
It's a 14-point game.
We will take a timeout. Back with more right after this. And welcome back to the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup between Steubenville Big Red and the Linsly Cadets. The Cadets cut it to an 8-point game. But then suddenly, Big Red with a touchdown from Aiden Manning to Lee Anthony Sewell, and they increased their lead to 27-13. With 2:04 left to go in the ball game. Cole Bowers to kick off. Ball comes down to the goal line and it'll be returned. John Paul Jones out to the 15-yard line.
Good kick coverage by Big Red.
Coach, we thought it was going to be an entertaining game. We thought it was going to be a good game, and it turned into one. It looked like at first in the first half might be a blowout, but then all of a sudden the Cadets grabbed the momentum in the second half, and then Big Red, like you said, They make a big play here, they make a big play there, and then they grind you down. And that's what happened. They got their opportunity, and they've capitalized.
And most certainly have. You know,
Two good ball plays.
Oh, it's been an entertaining night to watch a great football game.
Chulos will go in motion. Cowan back to pass. Looks outside. Has a man. John Paul Jones. He's got some running room. He's going to run over a tackler out at the 40-yard line. But making the tackle is Keith Lewis. John Paul Jones. Not done. No, sir. Says, let's go. Got a minute 48 to go. We're going to find a way.
That's right.
Isaac Hill pressuring the quarterback. Throw downfield. And it's caught.
My
It's
goodness.
caught Maltafile into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cadets not done. 27-19.
These are two good football teams.
Cowan goes back, sees his man, and uncorks it down the field, coach.
Great
And it's
throw.
it's
Great
right
catch.
on the money. Team Ford Wellsburg replay on the Cadets touchdown from midfield. Extra point coming up. Extra point is up, and the extra point is no good. Stanisi on to attempt the extra point. He's normally the punter, but Maltafile, who scored the touchdown, he wasn't there to take the kick.
Right.
So it remains an 8-point game. So Linsly with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Ties the football game. No disappointment here. Boy, if you come to see a football game, this is a good one.
Yes, sir. Another look at the touchdown on the Team Ford Wellsburg replay. Hill sheds the blocker, and he looks like he's just going to get to the quarterback. But Cowan gets it off his hand, and Maltafile, number 5, just put the hands out.
Right.
Ball dropped right in for the touchdown.
Right. Couldn't have thrown the ball any better.
As they like to say, Coach, I think on every high school, pro, college team, get the hands team out there.
That's for sure.
Expecting an onside kick in this situation. Now, File was listed as their kicker. Didn't take the extra point, but he's now on to kick the kickoff, and what we most likely think is going to be onside kick. Onside kick
nice
fielded
cover.
quickly, and a nice play. The quarterback, Aiden Manning, makes the play.
Put your athletes on the field.
That's right. If you're a good hands team member, you're a good hands team member. You might get hit. He took a pretty good shot
Sure did.
from Kovaleski after he recovered the ball. Head coach Reno Suckoch talking to his offense, saying, let's go.
Okay. And Linsly still has 3 timeouts.
Yep. 1:33 to go. And
So
you figured they're going to spend them because you can't take them with you.
That's for sure.
Now watch for the ball to be ripped at on every play, every opportunity the Cadets have to get their hand on the football. They're going to try and rip it out of there. It's Mr. Reuter first down. 1:33 to go. Big Red by 8. Straight ahead dive, and whistles come.
And they call timeout. That's
Elijah Mullen with the ball.
6 seconds.
And just a thought, Coach. If you're a running back and you get stacked up like that, it's the best thing to do, especially when you know they're ripping at the football. Try to get to the ground.
Get to the ground.
I mean,
that's right.
that extra yard you may get on
means
the fight
nothing.
doesn't mean anything.
At this time especially. Ball security is the important thing right now.
2 hands on the football.
Right.
Look like Larry Zonka for everybody out there that doesn't know who Larry Zonka is. We're just dating ourselves.
Yeah, that's for
but,
sure.
He always had the 2 hands around the football going through the line. 27-19, 1:27 to go, and the Cadets have taken their first time out. That's a look at what's the conversation with Coach Gus for Big Red.
Well, what we talked about, ball security. We want to get the first down, but the important thing is we don't lay the ball on the ground. We don't fight for that extra yard where it might get stripped.
And what's Coach Depues just returned to the sideline? What did he tell his team?
Let's get to the football. Let's get him to the ground. Let's call timeout immediately.
Hold them up, and everybody else rip the ball out.
There you go.
1:27 to go. Second down and 8.
Yeah, one of those two guys are going to be right about stripping the ball.
Hill goes in motion. Manning is going to keep. Steps up, gets a block, looks to the outside, goes down smartly before he goes out of bounds. He picks up about 5 yards on the play. It'll be officially spotted at the 45-yard line. And the cadets of Linsly are about to take their final, or not their final, but their second timeout.
Now this is a crucial play.
Linsly takes their second timeout.
Coach, want to remind everybody coming up on Fox 9 at 10:30, it is the WMC Sports Friday. Then again, at 11:10, we have the WMC Sports Friday, most local high school football scores and highlights every Friday night. Rob Metzger, myself, Jack Hillgrove, the cast of thousands, bringing you Sports Friday every Friday night. WMC Sports Friday tonight at 10:30 on Fox 9 and 11:10 on WTOV9. Tell you what, not too far from the start of the first one.
Nope.
It's about 10 o'clock. Way past my bedtime.
9-2.
Third and 5. Critical play here for the Cadets defense and the Big Red offense as Hill goes in motion. Handoff goes to Bryant. Bryant is going to be stacked up by Kovaleski. Ball came out momentarily, but I think he got right back on it. It was Kovaleski and Cowan, and that one bounced right back up into his arms.
Kovaleski with the initial hit on the play.
Official spot will be about 3 yards shy of the first down. That'll be about 2.5.
Linsly takes their third and final timeout.
Wow.
Of the half.
There's a lot of time on the clock. If Big Red gets a first down, obviously the game's over. If Linsly makes the stop, they still got plenty of time on the clock.
I want to remind everybody that it just rolled to the 10 o'clock hour, and News 9 at 10 will immediately follow this game. There they are, Dylan Cleland and Jamie Baker and Nathan Shutt. News 9 at 10 on Fox 9. And with 1:15 to go, they expect to probably anxiously awaiting the start of the newscast right now. Finishing up this football game here at West Liberty University. Outstanding facility, outstanding venue, and an outstanding game. Exciting game between two solid football teams. And this game not over yet. Big Red looking for a first down, then they might be able to seal it. The Cadets looking for a turnover, looking for a stop, looking for anything to get the football back. Need to get someone over to cover Anthony Sewell. They do with Cowan. And now we have an indication of a motion penalty against Big Red from the Cadets, and that indeed is what it is. So now on fourth down from the Linsly 47, Hayden Hicks will come on to kick. And now, Coach, are we sending the troops on this one if you're the Cadets? Anyone back?
Yep.
Are we going after the punt?
No.
Hicks stands at his 39-yard line. High snap. He gets it away.
Yeah, good one, too.
Good, strong kick, and Sinisi will field it.
There's a penalty flag.
And will run it back out at about the 8-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Did he call a fair catch? Is a fair catch signal and he fielded it? That came down really quick. No one, I didn't see anyone
I
around
didn't
him
either.
or, not sure what that was. Well, we're going to find out.
Pasty whistles. Blindside block.
Blindside block.
I was watching the football, didn't see it.
I didn't either.
So 106 to go, 27-19. And the Cadets, they have the ball, but they're digging a hole for themselves. The motion penalty is going to go against the Cadets. It'll be half the distance to the goal line.
The ball is going to be on about the 3.
So about 97 yards to go. But we've seen some big plays out of the Cadets, so it can happen. Cowan back in his end zone. Going to throw it outside, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off. Hopkins there almost wrapped it up with the interception. It'll bring up second down.
Big Red will play a big show coverage. Just keep the ball in front of him, keep him in bounds.
Ball snapped.
Yep.
Cowan wasn't ready for it. He's going to throw it up the field. Incomplete. Big Red wants intentional grounding. I don't know if they're going to get it. Doesn't look like it.
No.
I just think the center was quick to the snap.
Right.
Cowan wasn't ready for it. We'll bring up 3rd and 12 from the 3-yard line. Cowan looks to throw outside, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was John Paul Jones, number 9.
And Lawson Wills defending on the play.
I want 8 in it. Get 8 in it. Get Lawson out. Get 8 in it. Get 8 in it. Get Lawson out. Get Lawson out.
4th and 12. The ball game, coach.
This is it.
Down to throw, steps up, looking. Back across the field has File, number 5. File is dragging a tackler. Big Red ripping at the football, and he will go down out close to the 30-yard line. More than enough for a first down.
Yeah, no
Clock rolls.
timeouts.
Once they set the ball down, they will start the clock, and the clock is started right now. Found the ball incomplete.
38 seconds remaining.
Oh, my goodness.
2nd and 10.
Who's 22?
2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Cadets out of timeouts. Cowan back to pass, steps up, looks outside, and it'll be caught by File, and he'll be taken down after about a 5-yard gain. Big Red indicating that his knee may have been down. The clock keeps moving. The Cadets, right? The clock isn't moving due to an injured player on the field. That's Malta File who made the catch. He took a pretty good hit in the lower leg. He's going to stay in.
I don't think he can. If they stop the clock for the injury.
Well, he's lining up as if he's staying in.
Yeah.
10-second runoff against the Cadets. So does the 10-second runoff allow him to stay on?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, he's not coming out. He's going to be lined up on the far side of the field. Cadets looking for another big play. They've had a bunch here in the second half. Clock rolls. Cowan looking. Pressure from Brown. He has to run, and Brown is going to catch up. And Elijah Mullen is there as well. The clock continues to move, and it doesn't look like Cowan is going to be able to make it back to the line of scrimmage in time.
This official stopped the clock. This official called for the clock to stop. So I'm not sure what they're going to do.
The PA announcer
with 4 seconds
is calling that the game is over, but now I think Coach Reno Sugotch was just informed the game's not over. Get back to the sideline.
I think there's going to be 4 seconds on the clock.
Now the other thing is, Coach Cowan really seemed dinged up at the end of that play. He struggled to get back to the huddle.
Well, if there is going to be 4 seconds, Linsly needs to get their offense on the field, set up, spike the football, and then throw the Hail Mary.
Now, is Coach Depew trying to get a sideline violation called because everybody from Big Red left the bench? But the clock ended, the PA announcer saying the game's over.
No, I don't think they're going to do that. I couldn't imagine. But he got to get his team out there, get ready to spike the ball.
Yeah, they have to be ready because that clock is going to stop.
It's going to start. They got to get on the ball and get ready to spike it. And
he wants to spike it so they have one more chance.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this is a fabulous job by Coach Depew. He knows he needs to buy some time for his team. He knows he needs to figure. He's able to tell the team what to do while he's talking with the official.
Absolutely.
This is genius. He's doing a fantastic job to give his team a chance to get another play or two.
Well, this isn't his first game. And,
no, it's not.
And his father was there for 30 years before him. So he's in a football family.
8 seconds.
Wow.
Okay. So it's 3rd and 4. It looks like at least what he was saying, if we're reading lips correctly, spike the ball and they'll have one last play.
Right. It's first down now. Okay, now we have 7 seconds. He might be able to get 2 plays if the first one gets out of bounds.
Now, the clock stops officially on the scoreboard 7 seconds ago.
Yep.
2nd down and 10 from the Cadets' 42-yard line. Cowan to throw, swings it across the middle, and it's incomplete.
4 seconds.
4 seconds left on the clock. Cowan looking to throw. Officially, the clock is done. He's going to throw down the sideline, and it is complete. But it's going to be too late, and the game is over. Jackson Murray, number 2, climbs the ladder and makes the catch at the 10-yard line.
He was past the line of scrimmage a bunch, and there's a flag on the play. So you
I thought he was getting close to the line of scrimmage, but I want to see
he's about 3 yards past.
Yep.
So you decline the penalty, and
the game's over.
Let's figure this out.
Just waiting for the official to make that announcement. So the final score, 27-19, on a wildly entertaining ball game between Steubenville Big Red and the Cadets of Linsly. And welcome back to West Liberty University, where tonight on the Friday Night Rivals, it was Big Red 27, the Cadets 19, in an outstanding ball game from West Family Stadium here at West Liberty, West Virginia. Let's take a look at the train electricity play of the game, the IBEW play of the game right here. Lee Anthony Sewell from Aiden Manning for the touchdown, and that one sealed the deal as Big Red gets a win over the Cadets in what was an entertaining football game from start to finish. That does it for us tonight. I'm Bill Phillips for the coach. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This is Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday.
Good evening. Welcome to the Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday. I'm Rob Metzger. Week 7 in Ohio, Week 6 in West Virginia. Our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup features Steubenville Big Red against Linsly. Cadets won last year's matchup, their first victory in the series. Bill Phillips was on the call for this one. He has more from West Liberty.
Big Red puts the first score on the board. Aiden Manning, quarterback, keeps. It's pushing to the end zone against the Cadets, and Big Red's on top. Later, Xavier Falks, who had 4 touchdowns a week ago, he gets a touchdown here, and Big Red's on top. And then Big Red wants more, and they get more. Bryant to the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Big Red up 21-0. You think this one's over? Well, in the third quarter, the Cadets grab some momentum, and here it looks like Allie Cowan is going to run with it, but then he decides to throw. And Luca Trulos comes up with the touchdown. Then Cowan here looking for Jackson Murray. And he is wide open. Great play action. Murray with the catch into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's a one-score game. Not for long. Lee Anthony Sewell from Aiden Manning. Sewell breaks the tackle down the sideline in for the touchdown, and Big Red's on top, and it looks like they have this one wrapped up, but not so fast. The Cadets come back. Cowan again, this one down the middle. Malta File goes in for the big score. It would come down to the final play of the game. Cadets, Cowan was across the line of scrimmage, but how about this? Still a catch made down at the 10-yard line. Would have been short. Big Red holds on and wins it.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. What a game. As Big Red gets the victory, 27-19 over Linsly. That's 6 wins in a row for Steubenville.